All right, ladies and gentlemen, your two favorite podcast hosts are back. It's been a while. First and foremost, I wanna apologize for being absent, for being neglectful, but life got in the way. This is something that happens with everybody. Life got in the way, and when we were able to try to record, life got in the way again. So. Life has been in a way. It's been a roller coaster of events.
Hmm.
Not everything bad, I must say,
Hmm.
but thank God we're here. And as a bonus, you guys about to get three-part or two-part for this episode. Who knows? We just writing. Who knows?
Yeah, we
But
man.
yo, another announcement is we have some wishes to make. Happy birthday, bro! How
Ah,
was the birthday?
ah, man. It was okay.
What, what,
Birthday is not the easiest day for me, but it was good. It was good.
what'd you do? What'd you do?
Got a lot of love from people and stuff. Went to go see a couple friends. We had some wine drinks.
That's what's up, bro.
I got a cake
Oh, cool.
and some gifts and stuff. So it was all good fun. It was good.
Nice. Good to hear, man. But yeah, man. I forgot my login for that thing. But yeah, man, we're back, guys. We're finally back, and we're gonna try to keep it coming. Um, as we were doing before.
Yes.
So with that
So
being
many
said,
topics.
man, let's get it, bro. We are gonna have an episode with no planning today, so we're just gonna be raw today. So anything we say. It's coming straight from here. It's nothing planned, nothing written. We don't have any plan, man. We're just talking. So
Yeah.
let's
Yeah.
get it, bro.
Hmm. Hmm. So what do you
Yo,
want to touch on first, man?
let's leave the basketball for later. But did you see the mass murder that happened yesterday?
Uh-uh. I was
You didn't watch
working.
the finals?
I did not watch the finals yesterday. I just saw the stuff.
Dog,
They're attacking your favorite player, Mbappe. By the way,
my favorite player.
yeah,
I
yeah.
told you this was about to happen. I knew it because he left PSG saying that and there are some people talking crap about Messi too because apparently when he left he told them they will never win a UCL and they won it. And yo, that makes me think, man, the team is mad young. In average, I don't think they even hit 27 in age average.
They don't have a
They
lot of
are
veteran players.
they are extremely young. They are fast, they defend well, and yo, this is crazy, bro. Like I was watching the game thinking Inter was about to put much more of a challenge, and early was like 2-0, and I was like, and I was out. I was at a restaurant with Energy, and I was like, whoa, this is crazy. 2-0, and I'm like, maybe in the second half, like Inter is gonna put like some pressure. Oh, next thing I know, and they started the second half pretty good though, but
I was at work when I got the notification PSG route. Like when they start using different words other than beat, you
that's
know,
the
you
that's the highest scoring final in the history of the UCL.
and I can't say I can't even sit here and say I expected them to be there because yeah, they won League One, but like that's League One. I
That always happens. So
So it's like I don't really care for that one, and I don't know. I never. It was one of those things where it's like, yeah, they're winning, but can they really do it?
and
Like, yeah,
the thing
they're
is,
winning, but because I did judge them by the what's it called, the age of the roster. I will say that I was like, well,
yeah,
they're winning now, but they're still young, and X,
that
Y, and
was
Z.
a concern of mine. Honestly, because I was like, those kids don't know how to win yet, how to win a UCL, how to win certain things yet. But when Hakimi won with Real Madrid, he was not even playing. He was just fresh out of the academy, and he did his thing. But yo, I'm happy for them, and I know tomorrow the press is gonna have a field day with Mbappe. Is
They're
but
they're
to
gonna. I tell you, I already. already on social media as soon as they because I follow the PSG page, so it's
No,
like it's a lot of good
he bought to
riddance.
beat the press again.
It's a lot of you left to win a UCL and you didn't win one. We won
Eliminated.
one before you. It's nasty work. They tried to give the same smoke to Messi and Neymar, but Messi and Neymar already had one before
They
coming,
have UCLs.
so
So,
you can't really. It's not the same. But
but
man, I know the
I
PSG fans are very happy, very
yeah,
very
just like
happy.
the Barcelona fans are happy. You guys
Of
won
course,
La Liga,
of course.
destroyed Madrid again. We
Hey,
did not win any
all year,
games against you this season.
all year, belt to ass,
No
all year,
games.
all year.
But we were to see what's gonna happen in
Can we
the.
even call it a classico anymore after what happened this year, bro? Can we? This is not a question to him. This is a question to all you Real Madrid fans out there. Is it even still a classical?
You
Not
know that
one game.
there has been season where you did not win any game against us too, right?
Not one game.
That happened.
Hmm.
We still call it Clasico.
Hmm.
But we but to see what Madrid but to do in the World Club World Cup. It's starting like I think next week. So we but to see. I'm hoping they can go all the way.
What are your expectations for the roster? Right? Are they going to be motivated by
So
their performance?
we got a
Um,
couple of players. We got Trent Alexander-Arnold. We got a new defender. We are working on getting a couple more players. We got a new coach. Xabi Alonso is coaching Madrid. Ancelotti went to
it's
coach
lucky.
Brazil.
Uh,
So expectation for the Club World Cup, I'm expecting play knockoff rounds solely because the teams that are there are not really heavy hitters. My first game is again a Saudi team. No disrespect there, but it's not a European team. So um again, it's not all European teams. So I'm expecting the European team to go further. I cannot say finals for sure, but uh, I'm hoping semis.
who's your sleeper team or like region?
Semis,
Mm. Like who's your sleeper? Who's a region that can make some noise?
like in that World Cup,
Yeah,
I need to see the teams that are there. Hold on.
that can intimidate. Not I don't want to say intimidate, but catch the European teams off guard. Because
Um,
half the time when I'm watching these tournaments, I'm not like
looking for
for
the
the big
heavy
name
hitter.
teams. I'm like the heavy hitters are gonna be the heavy hitters. That's why ultimately everybody's watching. But I love seeing like a team I didn't see coming. All of a sudden they're playing a game against somebody and
I would
they're up.
not be surprised if the teams that are coming off the Caribbean are making noises.
Mm, mm, yeah,
Okay, for example, you have Porto can make it. Is Porto a heavy hitter? It's somewhat a heavy hitter. They won UCL before. Porto can make some noise. Inter
mm.
Miami for sure will make some noise. They got Messi. They got
I'm gonna
Messi.
hold off on that one. I don't fully believe in them yet.
I think
Just because they
Ben
have the goat.
the team coming out of Portugal can make noise. Benfica,
Yeah,
Porto, they can make noise. There's a team coming out of Tunisia. I don't know their league yet, but you never know. It's, Espérance de Tunis. That's crazy. It's in French, all the way in
that's
French.
what a name.
I know, right?
What a name.
There's one coming out of South Korea called Olsen HD. So they're in
I'm
high
not trusting.
definition.
I'm not trusting a South Korean team. Nothing against them. Nothing against them. Like when they play in their league, it looks. I'm not trusting it. I'm
Oh
not betting
man,
anything on
they
South
are.
Korean team. Nothing again. Nothing against the South Korean viewers. Nothing against y'all. Nothing.
Hey, nothing.
Nothing.
There are a couple in Morocco. Wydad AC.
I like Morocco, kind of.
South Africa,
I
Mamelodi
remember them in the World
Sundowns.
Cup. I remember liking them a lot in the World Cup.
Yeah,
They got
Morocco,
some
Morocco, they got solid players.
solid players. South Africa too, actually.
Oh, there's a team coming out of New Zealand, Auckland CBFC.
I don't trust them either.
You got Boca Junior coming out of Argentina. A couple of teams
I like Boca.
that can be challenging to Al Ahly coming out of Egypt,
Hmm.
Palmeiras coming out of Brazil. A couple of heavy that can shock you there. That's
Hmm.
all they need is score first and then block.
But then it's like
It's ugly
another
soccer.
another thing I want to. Is that going to be for every team though? Because it's like
Hmm?
different teams from different regions playing. I want to see how the refs are going to ref the game. Are they going to let them play more? Are they going to?
Mm, I, I,
Because
I,
In Europe, they don't really play that. In Europe, they will call more. Whereas if you go to South America, they'll let you play through some. They'll let you.
yeah, I
Play
like
through
more,
stuff.
I like more physical soccer than anything. Ah, I know it's a physical game, so I don't like players bitching and moaning for any little foul. I don't like that. I prefer like a more like EPL type of soccer. That's a very
And
physical championship.
I don't know if they're gonna allow that.
Yeah, because it's a World Cup, so they might not. But I mean, looking at all the teams, when you get PSG is gonna be there, coming fresh out of a win in UCL. You got Atletico Madrid playing.
I think
You got
Atletico might be a lot. They're
yeah,
like,
you got Bayern Munchen playing. You got Enter playing again, coming out of loss. Borussia Dortmund, Manchester City, Juventus, Real Madrid, obviously. Um, you got some. It can be challenging. So yeah, I mean, with the new coach, one thing though, I was telling my boys, I don't like the 3-4-3, 3-4-2. Is it 3-4? No, it's 3-5-2 system that Xabi Alonso plays with three defender and the two wingers are up. Like that's the same system that Inter plays. I don't like it solely because when I play in FIFA with it, and if I play against somebody that knows how to play, that's decent enough. If you're playing against a team that plays 4-3-3, the two wingers can pass quickly and create danger against your team. He's been winning with it. That is his formula. Me, I'm more of a 4-4-2 or 4-3-3 guy. I just don't like his formation. So I already know when I buy the new FIFA, I'm gonna have to do some changes. But that's
brother speaking
yeah,
about his FIFA formation. He's like, this coach,
I
I
am.
don't agree with him. I gotta change.
Listen, man, that's why that's the way I'm stressed. So, so that's the way I'm stressed. So I gotta figure it out. And I have some friends that take playing FIFA really seriously. When you play against them, they don't like to lose. I'm not that guy. Like if I lose
Man,
against
I'm
family
not
against
getting
them,
paid to play. I'm not getting paid to play the
yeah. But
damn
some
game.
guys take it really serious. Some guys this is their life, man.
I
I'm
have to
not like that.
clock in the next day. I don't
I don't
know.
care, man. I don't care. Um, well, what's next in soccer and the world of soccer? Oh, I don't have much in soccer besides I don't see Barcelona make any move. Real Madrid has been very active in the transfer market, but I don't hear any noise from any other team.
Well, that's
Bro,
also
they
because Rafinha said something very interesting, which I like. I love that he said this. He was like, to any forward who is thinking about coming to the team, like
hmm
just know, like my spot, you're gonna have to really fight to get my spot. Like I'm gonna come in, like you might be better than me, but you're not gonna work harder than me. And I like that he said that because I love that energy.
He's coming out of a season or winning season, and I feel like
Mm-hmm.
if they had made it to the finals, it would have been really hard not to give him the Ballon d'Or.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I don't know. Now PSG won everything. You might see a PSG player win the Ballon d'Or because they coming off a treble. They won Coupe de France, they won Ligue 1, and they won the UCL.
Oh, yeah, but then it's like
So
of all the things that they won, League One is the weakest one. So I
Coupe de
don't know
France
how.
is the weakest one too, because they're playing against trash team from third division, second divisions.
So
But they,
why? So how are you gonna like the weight? That's why I'm like the weight of the leagues that you win kind of has to matter.
Mhm, mhm, mhm,
That's why I you could off merit because they won so much. I could see a player from that team winning it, but then like my soul is telling me, nah, they came from two extremely weak leagues.
mhm. Yo,
I can't.
I mean, if that kid wins it, Desiree Doué, that will be crazy, bro. He will win his first Ballon d'Or at 19.
And that does that make sense to you though?
If he deserves it, yo, he's been on fire.
Just,
I'm hoping we take him. I'm hoping
sure,
because
he's been on fire, but he's 19, and they it's League One.
I'm hoping because Real Madrid said that they will let Rodrigo work for 100 million. If they let Rodrigo work, they might as well go chase Desiree Doué. We might see Rodrigo in an Arsenal uniform next season.
Uh,
Yeah, I think he's heading that way.
uh, uh.
Nah, I don't know. But yeah, if they let him go get Doué, man. That kid is good. That kid is dope, bro.
He's good, but
Everybody talking about Lamine Yamal, but that kid is sick.
you're not getting a Ballon d'Or at the age of
Okay.
19
If
off of
if
League. If League One, if
So
League
the issue is
One,
League One. The issue is League One. So if Barcelona will have won everything and they give in to Lamine Yamal, you will have been okay with it?
I'm biased, so of course I would have been okay with it. It's like he's the second coming. He's the chosen one. Like I would have been perfectly fine.
Because yo, the kid is good.
But honestly, Yamal, even then, if Barca was to win everything, I don't think Yamal would have. I don't think he would have
He
won
would
that.
have been in the discussion.
He would
It's
have been
either
in
him or
discussion, but I
Rafinha.
don't think he gets it.
It's either him or Rafinha. So if and he has been good for Spain, better than Rafinha has been for Brazil.
Yes.
Now that Ancelotti is in charge, we got rid of that guy, thank God again. And we're gonna see how Ancelotti goes about it because Ancelotti has called a couple of players for the two elimination game. I'm gonna tell you, we are in May, so that cannot be March, so that's May. I'm gonna tell you who we called up. Well, it's 4 days ago. Okay. So Ancelotti called. Oh, there's a guy coming back. Casemiro is coming back. I'm kind of happy about that, but I don't know if he's gonna be in the same level that he usually is. We call Alisson from Liverpool. We
Mm-hmm.
call Bento from Al Nassr. We
Mm-hmm.
call Hugo Souza from Corinthians. Those are goalkeepers. For
Mm-hmm.
defenders, we call Alexandro that plays in France, Lille. We call Alex Sandro, who is a winger or who's a left back that plays for Flam. Oh, he plays for Flamengo now. Last I heard, he was playing for Juventus. He plays for Flamengo. Carlo Augusto from Inter. Danilo again, unfortunately. Leo Ortiz that
Oh,
plays
I
for
have to.
Flamengo. We got Lucas Beraldo from PSG, Marquinhos from PSG, Venderson from Monaco, Wesley from Flamengo, Andres Pereira from Fulham, Andre Santos from Strasbourg, Bruno Guimaraes, Newcastle, Casemiro from Manchester, Ederson, Atalanta, Gerson from Flamengo. We call Anthony's back in the selection. So hard work do pay off, guys. He's back from Betis. We got Estevao from Palmeiras, Gabriel Martinelli from Arsenal. Oh, he's there. Mateus Cunha from Wolves, Rafinha, Barcelona, Richarlison, Tottenham, and then Vini. So knowing Ancelotti, knowing what he did last season with Madrid, I'm pretty sure his lineup, the three forward will be Rafinha, Vinicius, and Martinelli, which is not a problem because I was having this discussion with my friend yesterday about PSG. The three front men of PSG, not one of them is a real nine because they have Cavicella on the left, Dembele central, Desiree Doué right. In some toward the game, you see them like switching position all over. You will see Kravis in an attack, Kravisila, it's central. And then Doué is on the left, Dembele is on the right. Like they know not to overlap with each other, which was the issue with Real Madrid last season, because they were overlapping all over. So
Mm-hmm.
we'll find all three of them on the left. This is not like that. PSG knows how to play with, and they have real nine on the bench. They have the kid from Portugal, what's his face? I forgot his name. And they have players that they can put that are like well nine, but they prefer that setup with those guys because it makes them really fast in counter attacks.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully Brazil can play like that with those three guys where they can switch. So the bad thing about it is Rodrigo is actually injured right now, which is right is why he's not in the selection. But when Rodrigo come back now, you're gonna have Martinelli, Rodrigo, Rafinha, and Vinicius. So you're gonna have four guys, and you're gonna have to sacrifice one.
Who gets sacrificed?
I don't know. I don't know. Me personally, I like all four, but I'm playing FIFA. I'm not coaching real life. You know, I
That's
can put
true.
Rodrigo, I can put Rodrigo as a 10 and then play. Can Rodrigo play the 10 in real life? Can Rafinha play the 10? He did it at Barcelona to a certain extent, but can he play it for like uh a whole tournament, a World
I
Cup
think so.
tournament? Can he do it?
I think so.
So those are the things that Ancelotti is gonna have to think about. And you guys notice that we had that discussion on the podcast. Neymar is not on the team, and Neymar is not injured.
His thing on the Neymar's time is over. I'm gonna just say it right now. It's over. There's like a thing
Hmm.
of players going back to their first club,
Hmm.
their original club. Di Maria just did it. Neymar obviously was one of the first ones to do it. To me, that's a sign that someone's getting ready to call it quits, to hang it up, to retire,
Hmm.
to be done. Okay, he Neymar for
Hmm.
I call him the uncrowned king because his career could have been so much better than what it was. His body failed him. Sometimes his own attitude failed him. But at the end of the day, the Neymar era for Brazil is it's over. It's done.
Okay, I
It's
don't
done.
want to say that.
I'm saying that now
You know
because
why I don't want to say that?
why?
Casemiro is back in the Seleção. Casemiro, bro. Casemiro that has been not playing high level soccer since he left Real Madrid.
But I don't. But do you expect him to have a you do
And
you
in
expect
fact,
him? Yeah, not impact. You expect him to be asked to do a lot, even if he is
I
in the
expect
selection.
Casemiro to start because Casemiro's thing, the reason why he's back, he's still playing high level football. He's playing for Manchester United. He
True.
has not been at the same level that he was playing before, but he's still playing high level football. Neymar, however, is playing for a club in
Going back to
Brazil.
Santos.
Yeah, he's in Santos. Not only is playing for a club in Brazil, and Neymar is more in the mentorship type of boat right now because he's mentoring Robinho's son,
Hmm.
which is there's nothing wrong with that. We had that discussion between me and a couple of friends. Some players choose the championships, some players choose the money. Now, Neymar had made some decisions that affected his career because of one, ego,
Yes.
because of two, I guess the money, family, because of I guess well his personal beliefs. And certain of those decisions, one of them I will probably make, the other I will probably not. Going to PSG, I will probably make because after the UCL game where he scored and helped Barcelona advance, they gave all the props to Messi. They
Hmm.
say the Barcelona of Messi won, da 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 da, like, and Neymar was like the key for Barcelona to win that game. So when he decided to leave, he was like, I'm getting out of your shadow because if I stay in your shadow, I'm never gonna win anything. I'm never gonna get my puck. I respect that. As a man, you have to make those decisions sometimes.
Hmm. Hmm.
Now, when his time was up at PSG, Messi was gone from Barcelona. Barcelona wanted him back. He chose to go where the money was. He chose to chase the money. Now, me personally, if I play a sport, I'm looking for earnings. Yeah, of course, I'm looking for money, and I'm also looking for my my titles.
Hmm.
So when I played basketball, I always wanted to win. I
But he
wanted
also
to be.
got hurt in his time in PSG too.
Yeah, but he was okay. You think Neymar when he left PSG coming back to Barcelona was not gonna contribute?
Not that, but at that point when he
Think
came
about
back to
it.
Barcelona, you could tell like through the there were already injury concerns because he was one of the most fouled players.
And again,
Personally,
with
he's one of the
Neymar,
most
there are always injury concerns.
always. But after when he made the transition back to Barcelona from PSG, those concerns were even higher, and the risk of him getting injured it was more frequent. So not to say he wasn't going to contribute, but it was like a what's the thing? What's the
It was a
what's it?
concern of the team, of the
Yeah, it was
medical
like an
team.
exclamation mark where it's like moving forward, you gotta watch out for this guy because he has all the talent in the world, but
Hence,
the best ability is availability, and if you can't be available, and then it hurts you, and it just
hence why they did not offer him
exactly.
the amount of money that Saudi Arabia offered him.
Mhm.
Now he went to Saudi Arabia, got injured for
He got
like
hurt again.
2 years, for 2 years being absent.
Yeah,
Missed a lot of things. Made a bunch of money. He's a billionaire, tax free, and
but
then went back home.
I also think too the and he has a little bit of a gambling addiction. That's neither here nor there. But the thing too is that what's it called? The moves he would have made for his legacy would have started at PSG, and this is where I say the injuries derailed him because it was like him getting injured made him, which is this is what I'm thinking. Him getting injured made him go okay. Um, I'm constantly getting hurt. I can't be available for my team. Teams are reflecting that in the fact that they don't want to pay me the amount of money I think I deserve. So
Mhm.
now I'm just gonna focus on the money.
Okay, I mean, I agree, but in my opinion, me personally, man, I can only talk about myself. Like in that position, if I'm making a decision, I'm going where I can at least um won a
Win.
couple more trophies.
That's not what he did though. I don't know. I
Yeah,
don't know why, but
I don't either. Because think about it, Cristiano Ronaldo just left the team he was in right now, and he's considering going to a team. And there talk about him thinking about coming back to Madrid. I know that's not gonna happen because Florentino Perez is not gonna take an aging
they're
Cristiano
not gonna.
Ronaldo,
They're not
but
gonna.
still, is considering it. So that's for you to say when you're a competitor, doesn't matter what I mean level of fitness you are in, you always think you can do certain things, so you always wanna compete to win.
I I don't know what is all the all that combined is over for the Neymar era
But
in
I think
Brazil.
the reason why I don't want to say it's over is
Over.
the reason why I don't want to say it's over is because I think that he actually might be there on for the World Cup.
Do you think so?
I think they might call him for the World Cup because I heard that he's gonna make a decision about his future on June 12th. I don't know what decision that will be.
Retire or not? That's the decision.
No, it's about club future. If he's staying in Santos, if what he's doing. But dog, I hope that he makes a decision where he can be in a championship where in a city where he's competing, so at least he can be called for the champion for the World Cup next year. Because if he puts his level back up, Ancelotti will call him. like there are certain guys you cannot leave off a team because there are
The
certain
talent.
games.
See, the talent. You're
There are
thinking
certain
about the
games
talent.
this guy can give it to you. And I'm not the biggest Neymar fan out there. I know every Brazilian hate Vinicius right now. I'm more Vinicius fan than Neymar. But I feel like he gotta be there, bro. He gotta be there. Cause think about it, you're playing in Italy and it's high, very competitive, heavy. Like you're gonna need somebody that can take 3 to 4 guys and pass the ball for somebody to put in the net. And that's Neymar at any given minute.
But then again, this is. Are you gonna
And the
be
good thing about
available?
Neymar is you can put the three up front, Neymar can play the 10. It doesn't need to be up front. He can be in the middle.
But are you gonna be available?
X. So
In when you make that decision to go back to a club that can win a championship, can we trust that you're gonna be healthy? Because it's not like you're gonna go there and not play. They're gonna play you. So can we trust that as you're building your level back up, you're gonna be healthy enough and available for the World Cup? Where by the end of
it's
the season, where by the end of the season, there's not a news report that said that you were playing hurt the entire time and now you have to sit out
hmm,
because now the injury got to a point where you can't play, or the injury got to a point where you can't be at that level that you spent the entire season getting back to.
yeah, but like I said, man,
And it hurts because the talent is there, but it's like
Neymar is not even that old. Neymar is like a year younger than me, I think. So it's like
but that's
32.
why injuries suck, bro. The injuries
Yeah, he
probably have
actually
him
just turned
moving
just
older
turned
than you.
33. Mm-hmm.
So it's and this isn't somebody in their 20s no more either. Every time you get hurt, it's that's two to
It
three
takes
years
longer
off
to
your life.
recover. Yeah, it takes longer to
So
recover.
it's like, I, and then another reason too, I'm like the Neymar era for Brazil is over is because of his role for that team. This isn't some guy you're just plugging
But
and
we
playing.
oh we don't have a leader. The guy that was playing somewhat the leader. The actually we do. Rafinha has been playing a leader for us the
Rafinha
past couple
can
of
lead
games.
a team, bro.
Yeah, because no, before what I have in mind is Lucas Paqueta. He was supposedly the leader, but lately Rafinha has been taking the mentor. So
So it's like, why would you call him if
and
if you're doing all these things? Why would you
Rafinha
call
has
him?
been in World Cups before.
So why would you call him back? The
Just
talent, right?
yeah, because he can unblock any game for us,
The
man.
talent,
You
right? But then you call him back for the talent, and the talent can't play.
so
Machina
you
Pan.
yeah you give up a place to somebody that could have been available. Those are the things. Because once that World Cup starts, simply say you cannot send him back and call somebody else. It's you lose that place.
That's it.
Yeah.
So I personally, it's over. We'll see what he does. You know what? You know what? I'm gonna hold on that thought for his club decision. When he announces his club decision,
We're
depending
gonna
on what
know.
he
Yeah.
chooses, I'm gonna be like, it's over. Because if he's already moving on to like a mentorship type of role, he went back to Santos. He's already an injury prone player. He already has the money. I don't know what
Oh
else.
yeah, bro is rich, man. He's a billionaire, man.
I
I
don't know
wish I had
what
Neymar
else.
money right now.
I don't know what other thing could. I don't know what. I don't know what else could motivate him to. What do you give to somebody who has everything they want? What does that person who has everything they want chase if they have everything they want?
Yeah, this is like you said, we're gonna have to know what this decision will be and then move forward.
We shall see.
We
We
shall
shall
see.
see. We shall see.
In NFL news, what's the latest in NFL news? I heard the Steelers are moving on from their coach.
So so
I thought he had 1 season left, man.
I honestly,
You're not mad at it.
I'm not mad at it, but I'm not like, oh, this is gonna be the thing that does it for them and what moves it. I'm just like, okay, you still have maybe one or two more moves to do before I could get up out of my chair and be like, oh, you guys are doing something.
Mm.
I'm sitting right where I'm at. If anything, the team I'm excited to see, but that's because I just have to calm myself down. My Carolina Panthers, we're looking good. We're looking really good. My quarterback
Ah,
my quarterback is confident. He's charismatic. And Xavier Leggett is working hard in the off season, saying all the right things as a wide receiver. Man, things are happening, and it's an exciting time to be a Carolina Panthers fan
is it?
because yes, it is because
Oh,
despite
never
the
mind, guys.
terrible season that we are
Is it?
having, we we're turning a corner. I might be
Until
delusional, but I don't care. We're turning a
until
corner,
until Bryce Young forgets how to play football again.
but he's not in a relationship, so it's not gonna happen again. Like
So he's gonna remain single for the whole season.
that's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying.
So he's saying that he's not gonna get his broken. So
That's what I'm saying.
wow, 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 wow,
His
wow.
ex went to a game with what's his face, Tyrese Maxey. That I understand. As soon as I saw that, I was like, Bryce Young, I'm done with the criticism. I understand. Okay, like take however many games you need to recover.
Oh,
Go to the bench if you need to. Just recover, and it happened. He recovered emotionally towards the end of last season. He got back to his old self. He was having great performances. Let me not say great. He was having good performances. We finished last season on a positive note. We went into the draft and it was an even more positive note. We come into training camp
bro.
and everybody is same thing on a positive note. I'm
Who
very
you got? Who you got from the draft? You got a wide receiver
we got a wide receiver
that
from I like him a
I
lot. I
mean
don't know why I'm blanking on his name, but I like him a lot.
that's a good thing for you to believe in your team. I will never shit on your team and tell
And
you
we're
not to
doing what
believe.
like Bryce Young specifically asked for that wide receiver. So we're listening, like the front office is listening to the quarterback's feedback, which shows me that there's a sign of trust there. And if there's a sign of trust there, that means it's going to be easier for us to build around him. And if we can build around him, then we can turn things around. I know it's like, let me have this. Let me have
A lot, guys. He's speaking a lot of English until the season starts.
Let me have this. Let me have this, please.
Oh man!
We
All
look better
right.
than the Jets.
Well, definitely,
That's all I can say. At one point,
definitely look better
at
than
one
the.
point we
Everybody
were in the
looks better
same
than the
room.
Jets.
At one point, we were in the same room with the Jets, but now I can confidently say we're turning things around. I like
Hmm.
that. I like that for us, Carolina Panthers.
Oh, well, well, well.
Man.
Um.
Also, happy retirement to Derek Carr.
Yeah.
Um,
I
I
mean,
hope it's a shame that the Raiders never could win one, especially when he was at his absolute best.
hmm.
Um, yeah, I don't like the way he retired. I don't it left a sour taste. It was just like I woke up one day and it was boom, Derek Carr announced his retirement, and then that was it. And it was just I don't know for somebody who played that long, who meant that much to a team like the Raiders. I felt like um, it could have ended better for him, but it is what it is. He had a solid. He had a solid career.
well, he was one of most top QBs in the Rodgers, Brady, those guys era because he was holding his own against those guys. Just
Yes.
Tom Brady and Belichick were too good.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like if it was any other era, Derek Carr would have put his imprint on the game. He's a very, very good QB that any team would like to have. So he did
Mm-hmm.
his thing, man.
He
I
did
don't
some.
think, yeah. But guys, I had a bad take earlier. Tomlin is still the Steelers coach, actually. The team came out and said he will remain. He was a rumor that they would let him go and sign Belichick, but apparently
They were
Belichick
not
came
gonna
out.
sign Bill. No.
They were looking at paying at buying him out actually. But
I heard they were looking at Rex Ryan, but I think that might have been another team.
yeah, it's still Mike Tomlin.
Well,
Um
death taxes and the
and Tomlin
Steelers
as a
making it to
Steelers.
the postseason to
Mm,
go nowhere. Am I right?
nowhere. Well, unless they sign Rodgers. They made the oh yo whoa. I'm glad we said that
Now there
because
he go.
no, I'm not even gonna talk about Rodgers. The Steelers, yo, remember how excited I was when they got that guy from when they got Metcalf.
Yeah, but they got rid of Pickens.
I'm mad at this, bro. Why? I know Pickens is a diva and all that, but yo, you imagine one season with Metcalf as well, Pickens had right as wide receiver one, Metcalf as wide receiver two, and yo, I could be the guy throwing the ball. That would have been lit.
No,
Man,
but no,
this
I
is
don't
a
understand. Well,
threatening.
Pickens, I think it was a con.
Nah, he's
My
a
words.
diva. That's why.
No, I think it was money related from him because he said something about them like when it's time to pay you, they won't pay you, like they won't come to the table. So I
But
think it was a financial.
now the enemy looks good. America's team looks good.
They've looked good before. That's what's thinking.
Bro, they have CD Lamb,
Okay,
they have George Pickens,
okay,
and Dakova's throwing the ball.
okay,
Dog,
okay.
it's scary even.
It was scary the last time.
They
It
didn't
was
have those.
scary.
They didn't have Pickens in City, bro.
It was scary when they had that season when they had the a winning record when they didn't lose at home. It was scary then. Look, man.
Yo, they
Look,
were not
man.
that good, and their fans were talking shit. So
As long as Jerry Jones breathes
is
air,
the owner,
is the owner.
but they do look good, man. No lie, they look good. I
They look
hate.
good. They look good before.
I don't like the team, but shit, they look good.
They look good before. Hey, Cowboys fans, this is your year. This is this is your year. This is your year.
Oh, they're gonna be saying that, boy.
This
You're gonna
year,
hear it. You're gonna
this
see
is
it
our
tweeted,
year.
posted, cried. This is their year. They're gonna be
This
saying
is
that,
our
man.
year. This is our year. I got a friend who's Cowboys fans right now. He ate my guts. This is it. This is your year, man. This is your year.
And yo, and they can say that with confidence because they look fucking
They
good.
they never say it without any confidence. That's the thing. At least
I
I know
know.
my team is bad. Like I have very little to look forward to. Every year for them is like we're going to the Super Bowl. We have this, we have
Oh,
that.
they got a new head coach too. They got Brian Brian Schottenheimer.
We okay, cool.
I don't even know who that guy is.
Cool. Cool. We're cool. Amazing.
They got rid of their coach, so we're gonna see what they're gonna blame now.
Oh man.
Still has been six.
And they've been trying to get rid of Dak.
I mean,
They've
not
been
Steelers,
trying to get
Cowboys
rid
in
of Dak.
six.
They've been trying to get rid of Dak Prescott for years
Oh
now.
no, Dagova is in Wilmer trade Wilmer every
Every
other day, man.
season. And Jerry Jones at the end is like, nope, here's the most expensive contract.
Nobody's gonna trade for Dagova. Oh,
Man. So Cowboys
Cowboys in
fans,
6.
Cowboys fans, this is the year. This is the year. This is the year.
Yeah, this is the year. They got
I'll tell you what team I'm gonna be.
watching for.
I'm gonna be paying attention to the Bengals because I feel like that's a team where
They look good. They look
if
good
there's
too.
even if things immediately start to go bad, that's a team that I'm looking at. Oh yeah, they might blow a lot of stuff up and make some drastic changes.
They look good
If
too.
things gonna go their way at the start of the season, at the start of middle of the season, because or either that or I could see a Joe Burrow getting fed up and being like, I've been in this shitty situation for how many years now.
Or where's gonna go though? That's one thing about the NFL. Every team has their QB, man.
Mm-hmm.
So if you live in Cincinnati right now and you say, "Yo, I wanna go," I don't see what team is buying you out or trading for you.
But that's where your talent is going to speak for itself. Your talent is going to force a team to make that decision where they're going to be like, yeah, we like our guy, but like that's Joe
But is
Burrow.
it gonna be like a better team than Cincinnati?
That's up to Cincinnati at the end of the day. That's why I'm like, it's like it's up to the type of season that they have and them having, depending on like let's say they go on a losing streak, then it's going
Hmm.
to be like, okay, we have to make a change, we have to do X, Y, and Z, and then that's when they're going to start to see, because at this point in his career, I'm expecting Joe Burrow to put pressure on the organization to do something, especially if things start to go bad.
Mm.
So I'm
But
watching for them specifically.
I think they're gonna have a good season. I think they look really good too. That's a team. That's another team that looks good. Um, yeah. So
I'm watching for them. I'm watching the Ravens, obviously, because Lamar Jackson is going to be in some disgusting conversations and narratives.
I'm watching for the Niners too. I think the Niners have made good moves.
Yeah, yeah,
They
damn.
made solid moves.
Obviously, I didn't watch them too many times last year, but this year I'm tuning in to the Carolina Panthers, baby. I'm watching. I'm
Yeah,
seeing.
I think you guys can make it to the playoffs.
Yeah,
You can
yeah,
have
and
a
then
story like what's his face had in the with the Texans.
I don't know. I don't know if we're gonna have like a season like that
He
because the
did not.
Texans.
Oh, he made it to the playoff, but it was not anything crazy.
No, but like even then, him making it to the playoffs, they had a pretty solid season to make it. I don't know if we're gonna have that kind of season, the kind of season the Texans had. And that's just me being honest. Honestly, I was delusional in the
That's
beginning.
another team that is young and they got Stephon Diggs.
They do, but I don't. You already know how I feel about Stephon Diggs. People of the pod, I don't care for. There's divas, and then there's Stephon Diggs.
Bro is dating Cardi B now, so he's even bigger
Good
diva now.
God, pray prayers to everybody involved. But there's did like his story, and I'm not attacking. This is not attacking a man as a man. He's a great brother, great all. But his personality on the football field related to football, he's a diva. And
I I don't know who was in the 7 p.m. podcast. And it was a wide receiver. I forgot his name, but he was explaining why wide receivers are divas. They have so many incentives tied to the amount of balls that they catch and
they're not the only ones though.
amount of yardage that they. So sometimes they have to bug about that, and they know teams prefer to run the ball, so that's why they bitch and moan sometimes. But it's tied to their money, man.
That's fine. That's fine if it's tied to your money, cool. But it's like, do it. I'm gonna sound like such a hater, but I've seen Stephon Diggs be covered and then be mad
Asking
that
for the
Josh
ball
Allen didn't throw him the ball. And the cut and you'll see the coverage. It's like if you're targeted in that particular moment, it's either a
interception.
pick, it's either a pick, you're either not catching the ball, or better or worse, we get nothing out of it.
Hmm.
But because you have a contract incentive for catches and for yardage. And the thing is, though, I don't think Stephon Diggs is that type. Like for him, it's more like, oh, throw me the ball. I'm trying to win. Like he's obsessed. Like all wide receivers are. They want to impact the game. Out of all the positions, probably besides the quarterback, because the quarterback actually has the most in making that happen. The wide receivers love knowing that they had an impact on the game. And how do they do that? Catches, touchdowns, long deep throws, the whole thing. My issue with Stephon Diggs is like, and when things go well, they go well. But then when things go south, he there's there's a lack of self accountability. There's always this air that you feel like he's gonna blame the organization, or suddenly there's a problem with his QB. Suddenly there's a problem with the offensive coordinator. Suddenly there's a problem with the team not prioritizing him in the offense. Suddenly he's not going to training camp in the summer. It's just you're doing way too much. And that's my issue with him. He's not the only one, but he's just the one that like I hated the way he left I hated the way he left Buffalo. Hated the
Yeah,
way he left Buffalo.
yeah, but
Acting
I
like it
mean,
was always
this,
problems in Buffalo when really y'all just had an issue going up against the refs. It's not like that's neither here nor there, man. But yeah, Stephon Diggs, they have him. Cool. That'd be it. You know what team I'm actually gonna watch for real?
mm,
The Browns.
Browns,
Yeah.
Cleveland, Cleveland, Cleveland.
Yeah, the Browns.
Wait, what's that QB?
That's what I'm trying to figure. I'm trying to figure out who they're gonna give the burn to.
They signed somebody recently, right?
Mm-mm.
Wait, I think it was. They have Shador, Watson, and Flacco, Pickett.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody's gonna get waived.
Mm-hmm. Doc is nice. It's Pickett, Flacco, Gabriel, and the Sanders boy. That's why I'm watching. I gotta see. I
Somebody's
gotta
gonna get
see.
waived. We
I
already
gotta
know
see.
Gabriel is gonna get waived.
How do we already know that?
Come on.
He said, "Come on."
Uh, next on the list and list and waves will be Pickett.
No. It's because that's what I'm saying. The reason I'm watching the Browns too is because a lot of the QBs in that room, maybe not Joe Flacco. Flacco's already proven himself. Flacco's just I'm
The
Mister
veteran guy there.
Bet. I'm a vet. I'm the safe bet if all of y'all mess up. The rest of y'all QBs in this room
Well,
are
we
here to
know Deshaun
prove
Watson
yourself.
is gonna play because he's gonna be busy with off the court stuff.
I wasn't
So they
even
might keep the tweet. They might keep Flacco Pickett in the sender boy.
man, Shador, man.
I was mad about the way the draft went for him, man. I was pissed, no lie. We talk about this, but I was really pissed because he didn't deserve that, man.
He's handling it well still to this day. Like I he has a I'm happy to be here attitude, but you could tell he's working, which we like to see. And then how do you feel about because Washington had a Cinderella season. I'm calling it. They had a Cinderella season this year. I don't know if they're going to be able to replicate that in the upcoming season.
They got Zebo.
Even with Debo, I don't think they're going to be able to replicate that.
They got Zebo. They got weapons. The kid can throw. The kid can run the ball. They might.
I don't know. Because I just feel like it was like because a lot of times things have to happen for you at the right place at the right time. I just don't
Mhm.
know. I just don't see that happening again for the second year in a row, which is understandably so why they make the moves that they made. So they could be like, hey, we understand we had a good season last year, but we're going to get Debo. We're going to get this. We're going to get that. We're going to get these weapons. I just don't know.
But I think. when it comes to teams, the Niners are trying to get another wide receiver just in case Brendan Ayuk doesn't want to play or try to do the same thing he did last year, like the holdout. Because the holdout was really, really bad for us. You held out, got your money, Kim got injured for the whole season.
That's not
Bro,
funny.
this is where if I'm in Haiti, I beat you up.
Bro, you're not fighting Brandon Ayuk. Anyway, moving on. Moving on.
If I'm in a position of power like ahead of the Niners, I definitely have a couple of guys that can beat Brendan Ayuk
Bro, you're not do
in my
bro.
phone call
Bro.
in my contacts. But yeah, man, that was fucked up. So they're trying to get another receiver just in case. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, there's a lot of drama in the NFL. I feel like the NFL is the sports with the most drama in it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And that's before Aaron Rodgers opens his mouth and decides to do something.
Oh man, this guy, man, my guy is literally going on a dramatic postseason now. It's like every day I feel like he wakes up every day and he Google Aaron Rodgers just to see what the news are saying. My boy likes to be talked about.
That's your boy. That's your boy. You think he could still
And
have the team and do all this stuff and like the drama.
isn't you cannot help who you love, man.
You're right. You're right.
But moving into the sport with the biggest thing going on right now, man. We've been absent for all the playoff, but we're gonna start from like round one. We're gonna analyze the defeats and talk about like the teams. We're gonna end part one in like 20 minutes, and then we will go for part two. So let's start with the Lakers, man. What did JJ drink in that series?
Wasn't his fault.
Come on, Ali.
Wasn't his fault.
No, don't give me that.
It wasn't his fault.
Yo, the rotations were crazy, Ali.
It wasn't his fault.
So okay, it wasn't his fault. Who you gonna blame?
I
Whose fault
blame
was it?
the person I've been blaming for the past 3 years now, Rob fucking Palinka. Rob Palinka. You have an opportunity for years. They tell you your roster construction since 2020. There's been a hole in your roster since 2020, the year you won the championship, that you haven't been able to fix time and time again. For years now, they've been telling you, hey, Rob, this roster needs a center. Hey, Rob, we need a big. Hey, Rob, Anthony Davis doesn't want to play the five. We need a big. You trade Anthony Davis. Hey, Rob. Hey, Rob.
We need a big, we need a big, we need a big, but he didn't play his big.
His big wasn't doing nothing. Hey, Rob, Jackson Hayes and all these other bigs, they're not going to get us to the promised land. We need a big. Make a trade, Rob. Do it, Rob, please. Rob, Jokic is a player we have to go against soon, Rob. We need Rob, Rudy Gobert just had a 2020 game because we have no center. Rob, we need a big.
But he
The,
didn't play his
the
bigs.
people
He had
I'm
like
blaming,
crazy rotations. You're giving that kid that you got in a trade, I forgot his name, number
the
14.
only thing I'm blaming JJ Redick for is that one game where he didn't play the second unit. And even then, I'm like, that falls back on Rob. Rob, why is Markeith Morris on the roster just to not get burned? Rob, why do we have these guys on the roster? Like, I already don't believe in Gabe
The
Vincent
only thing I
already.
blame I blame I blame Rob for, he should have not waived the kid you like. Damn, number five. Shooting guard, small forward.
Yeah, he
You see,
Cam Cam
Cam Reddish,
Cam
and
Cam.
then keep Markieff Morris. For what? Like, what is he gonna give you? At
I
least Reddish could have been a defensive asset.
easily, and like Reddish. I don't know. I don't know because that's my bias. That's my bias as a fan of Cam Reddish as a player. I hated to see him go, but for the simple fact that roster construction has been a problem for this team for years now.
But you let him
And
go
the
to get
people
to
I'm blaming three people though. Before I give JJ I'm never gonna give JJ Abuka the blame because it was his first season and he did amazing for his for first year as a head coach. He did amazing, changed the
he did
culture of the
amazing, but I
season.
blame him for the playoff loss.
No, I blame him.
Rotations were
I blame
crazy.
him for a game. I blame him for one game. The players that I'm blaming two players and Rob Pelinka. I blame I blame
LeBron,
Luka. I blame Luka Doncic.
okay.
I blame
He wasn't playing good.
I blame Luka Doncic. I blame Austin Reeves, and I blame Rob.
Yeah, he was absent.
Austin Reeves. Austin Reeves' fatal flaw got exposed in the Minnesota series. He was too weak to be a factor. He couldn't get by. He couldn't get by a wall if he wanted to.
He didn't really rest toward the season too though.
That sure, fine. But
But
that
they talking
it's
about
the
trading him.
playoffs.
I don't want them to trade him.
No, I don't like that. I don't like the fact that they're thinking about trading him immediately. But at the same time, you if I'm Austin Reeves, I'm putting some muscle. I'm putting on some muscle, and if I'm Luka Doncic, they're talking about the weight loss. Forget it. Just be a better conditioned athlete. Be your condition. Luka's conditioning also lost him the series because he was scoring. He was having 30-point games in the playoffs and all that, but it was a nasty 30. It was as I like to call it, an unhealthy 30 points.
He he
Where
he lost weight though.
he did, but again, it was an unhealthy 30 points where you could tell he was tired, gassed. He was walking up the court on defense. He couldn't stay in front of nobody at all defensively. And then Rob Pelinka, because realistically, the Lakers don't have a big. When if Rudy Gobert is having a 20-point double double with 20 plus rebounds, Rudy
That's
Gobert had the
crazy.
game of his life against the Lakers. I'm watching. They're throwing him lobs.
Hmm.
They're giving. He's dunking on everybody. And then next series, you put him in front of a center, a real center, and he's not going as crazy.
Yeah, I mean they did make it to the final of the conference.
And then what happened? They put what's his face on him. Why can't I remember bro's name?
Oh, Seven Holmgren, Chet.
No, not Chet. He would kill Chet. I'm talking about he was a center. He's the center with the dreads. He
Oh,
he was guarding Jokic, and when they put him on Jokic, Jokic was not the same. He was not as effective. I hate that I'm forgetting his name. I'm so sorry.
I'm gonna tell you. Hold on.
I think
Oh,
it,
da, 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 da.
I think man, when they put him on Jokic, Jokic was not the same player. Jokic was not the same player, but the same thing. You just have some because he's a very strong
You're
player.
talking about Jalen Williams?
No, Jalen Williams is in the center.
Not Jalen with the I.
Jalen, yeah, with the tall center hair,
Yeah, with the
yeah,
dread. Yeah,
yeah,
and they
yeah.
were putting Hartenstein too. That's a player that I
Hartenstein,
like.
even Hartenstein was
Yo, I like Hartenstein. I was hoping the Lakers would get him, but yeah,
me too, but because hey Rob, we need a big. The Knicks are thinking about trading Hartenstein. We need a big.
they're not gonna get a big yo. They're not gonna make any moves
hey
this offseason.
hey,
I'm not.
you know
LeBron
who
is
they
fucked.
could get? You know who they could get?
Mm,
If they if I'm Rob, I'm seeing what I could get for him. Yasu Bele from the 76ers.
I don't
He's
know that guy. Is it
the
good?
center who dunked on LeBron James in the he dunked on LeBron
But you um
because they like yeah, and then Austin Reeves because but then again I don't put too much blame on Austin Reeves because of the defender that he had on him. I don't think
mhm.
Yeah. It was just defensively, Minnesota was the better team against the Lakers. I'll tell you who I'm trading, and I'm trading Hachimura. His
Yeah,
value, his value now. He was
he's high.
hooping. He was
Hmm.
hooping. He was
You
hooping.
will get, we will get something good for him.
He was
Put a
hooping.
nice package with him in it. You will get
Nice
something good.
package because I still don't trust him as a player next season. Like next season, I still think he's going to be inconsistent next season. So I'm
He's
trading
always
him
like that.
better. But hey,
Now, Rockets Warriors.
that one was. I learned a lot about the Rockets that series. That series, I also
Went to 7 games.
went to 7 games. Should not have gone to 7 games in my opinion, but that's because
Why? Who should have won in 5 or 6 in your opinion?
Rockets should have won in 5.
Um, why you say that?
I say that off the simple fact that they were. I'm not even gonna say they were better equipped as a team. It's just they the way that they play, in my opinion, the way that they've played all year long, they should have beaten the Warriors in 5. Even though the Warriors are that team that you can't count out because of Steph Curry and Draymond Green and yada
And
yada
now
yada.
they added Jimmy.
But even then, Jimmy wasn't doing Jimmy. I don't know. Like he wasn't enough of a factor this postseason. It was in the Rocket series, couple games, but overall in the postseason, not he wasn't really that big of a factor because he was playing passive. So I can't even because he was hurt too from the Rocket series. That people don't want to
Admit.
admit it. But after that nasty fall, and then they had I don't know, man, that Thompson twin, man.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-mm. Fred Van Vliet was playing out of his. Fred Van Vliet eased into the series, which cost them a little bit. If Fred Van Fleet plays better at the start, I think they are in a better position. I just really like the Rockets team, and I felt like
Yeah, I think they have something. I think next season, if they put the right pieces together, they're gonna be more of a threat.
they have the right pieces already from where I'm sitting.
I mean, if they don't, when I say the right pieces, if they don't make too big of a change, like they get one free agent,
They
you know.
had Steven Adams. Steven Adams was terrorizing the offensive glass. He was offensive rebound after every. But I also think too,
So you
Ime
know how
Udoka.
what I'm trying to say. You know how the Cavs got a little bit better when they added Hunter.
Yeah,
I would say like if they can get like one guy, like they can come off the bench, not even a star player, like a role player that can. I don't
who's
know
that
who
one guy?
exactly.
Who's that one guy?
I just said I don't know who's that one guy because I don't really follow the Rockets
I
like that.
have a name. I have a name in mind, but I don't know how that they can afford. I have a name in mind that they can afford.
Who that?
Cadwell Pope.
You think they cannot afford Caldwell
I
Pope?
said that they can.
Oh, they can. Okay. Yeah,
Cadwell Pope
that's a guy that can come off the bench and hit a couple of threes, a few threes,
and defend.
and defend too. Yeah.
Uh,
Get somebody like I think that will because sometimes you just missing that one guy.
but
But
from they had like if anything, they have Dylan Brooks. I just don't want Dylan Brooks shooting the ball ever.
he will take shots. That's a guy. This guy is like he really believes in himself. He's fearless. He thinks he can do everything.
God. And then too, the biggest reason that they lost the series is because of Jimmy Butler. Because Jimmy Butler on Jalen Green, he he stopped every. And then Jalen Green was never able to get into a rhythm.
Hmm.
Jalen Green couldn't get to his spots offensively because they would put Jalen Green in positions to get a shot, and he would try to dribble the ball to get into his spots. But the way the Warriors defense was played on him, they made him work so hard just to get to the 3 point line or just to get to the mid range. And by the time he gets there, he spent so much time dribbling the ball, he doesn't have any legs. So now he's checking up some he's checking up a difficult shot. He's missing. It's affecting his confidence offensively. And I will say this too, which is why I love the fact that Ime Udoka is their coach, is Ime Udoka, when you're struggling to shoot the basketball, he's going to ask you, okay, impact the game this way, impact the game that way. Because even when they were losing and Jalen Green wasn't performing, he was
It
very
was
active on the
it was
court.
distributing the ball,
He was
distributing the ball.
passing well. Even he was getting a couple deflections too, like a couple steals and just being disruptive,
Hmm.
which I'm glad he's doing. And this was his first playoff series. I don't think he was expecting it to be that physical. They let a lot of physicality slide just because it was Draymond and Dylan and the playoffs. So I changes I'm expecting from Jalen Green is put on some muscle. I know it's the same thing I said for Austin Reeves, but like for those two specifically, when they came up against defenders
Hmm.
with
It
like
was hard
long
for them.
wingspans with strength, they couldn't do anything. And then the time that they finally got open shots, they would miss them because they weren't in a rhythm in the first place. So yeah, that series, and that was a fun series to watch too, just because
It was. It was.
Fred VanVleet showed up at the end of the series and was like, "This is why you guys paid me the money. Y'all paid me to come in the off season." And
It was. It was a
it
good
was.
series.
And then I need Mr. Thompson to get a jump shot because if he gets a jump shot, it's over. That
Little
kid,
shooters
that's
here.
that
Call
kid,
little shooter this offseason.
that kid is special.
He is.
That kid is special, bro.
They both are.
They are, man. But
I'm excited to
why?
see. Yo, I think if I want to see them playing for Jamaica. I want to see them playing together.
Mhm. I,
They,
I love that too. So I'm glad you. I love the fact that more players are being like, nah, we don't need to play for Team USA no more. We're playing for our country of origin. We're not doing none of this.
I saw something today. I'm not hype about it yet, but if it happens, I will be. I heard that Lou Dort is considering playing for Haiti.
I'm not buying that. Mm-mm. I'm not buying
That's
that.
why I'm saying I'm not hype about it yet.
Y'all
But
ain't done
yo,
nothing.
I want to see those twins play for Jamaica. Just not to derail from what I was saying. That's something I'm excited to see.
Yeah, but man, that's like I this played the series against the Warriors. I saw why the Rockets made him an untouchable player when they
Hmm.
were when teams were coming at them
Or
with trade
offering
packages
trades.
offers. They said
They're like, nah.
Thompson is untouchable. We're not
Hmm.
trading. There's nothing you could give us for Thompson. I saw why. It is.
They have a bright future ahead, man. Sky's the limit.
It's so bright. And then
Hmm.
they also could make a blockbuster trade because they have a couple young guys on the team who don't get as much playing time, but they could still you could if you
I don't want
needed
them.
to make a win
I don't
now
want.
move, they
I don't want
could.
them to make any moves, man. I'm gonna tell you why when I get to that scene. I'm gonna tell you why I don't want them to make any.
Get to that team.
But
I've said everything I need to say.
no, we gotta wrap part one up, and then we gotta move because we've been over the hour limit. Um, okay, I'll just tell you just so I don't lose my train of thought. I don't want them to lose because looking at Indiana, everybody on the bench is important in Indiana.
I can't say that for the Rockets.
Why? We have a couple of minutes. Why?
I can't say that for the Rockets because
So you think
like
they okay? Give me like three guys you can put in a package to trade on the Rockets that are not doing anything.
um he played good for them, but I have to trade him just because teams have to have a player to be interested in. I'm trading Tari Eason.
Hmm.
He's gonna be involved in the package. Jabari, I'm trading Jabari. Jabari's gonna get because even when he was playing, he was active, but it wasn't like eye catching. But he's still a young prospect.
Uh,
Something for. I'm trading Jabari, and then um shoot, I'm not trading Dylan. Not Dylan.
that's what I'm saying, bro. Like
Not Dylan, but he's like, but I could trade Dylan because for the
Because
attitude
what
that
I'm trying to tell you, man,
I could
you
trade
know
Dylan. No, no, I'm trading Dylan. I'm trading Dylan. I'm trading Dylan Brooks.
what I'm trying to say, just not to derail, but just to make my point. You know who was clutch last night? Well, not clutch, but put the Pacers on that, I would say, give them that little bump on the bottom, just so like, okay, go ahead, guys, we can go get it. Some guy you will never expect.
TJ
Thomas
McConnell.
Bryant.
No, okay, I see
Yo,
what you mean. But TJ
three
McConnell
three
for me, it's TJ
pointers.
McConnell. For me,
Hmm?
it's TJ. For me, it's TJ McConnell.
TJ McConnell has been doing that,
Yeah,
so it wasn't surprising to me. But Thomas Bryant literally hit 3 for 3 on 3 pointers and lit kind of back to back to back. That's something I was telling my boys, like, yo, if we knew that we put Thomas Bryant for 3 2 pointers on a betting sheet, we were lit last night.
I
How? Hmm?
Thomas Bryant. I have a love hate relationship with Thomas Bryant because he plays so
Everybody
well.
does, bro. How often this guy is gonna do that?
I don't know.
Exactly.
I
So
don't.
that's why sometimes, because the game was tied, it was closed until this guy came and hit those threes. So sometimes it's that player off the bench that you don't even think about that's gonna give that to you. But let's wrap part one. I'm gonna take a quick 5 minutes or 10 minutes, and then we will go for part two. So guys, we will see you on part two. It's not the end yet.
Yeah,
See you
if you see
soon.
us wearing the same clothes, don't trip. I
Nah,
mean, no
we
comment
got
structure.
clothes. It's just we're putting contents out for you
All
guys.
right,
All
chill
right, I'll
out.
see you in a minute, bro. I'll text you when I'm on.